What up, YouTube? TJ here, aka Agron's Curse, here again with a UU battle. Got a new team for you here today, bringing Agron, of course. I loved Drips, the Goodra last time, so bringing Drips back. Gonna try out Crobat the first time. Just felt like putting in Darmanitan and Cloyster up in there for some coverage, and I felt like just doing Sableye because I do have a fighting weakness, and it's kind of nice to have an immunity. So we're going to go into our first match here. I can tell right away that this person's planning on going for a baton pass, going into the Ninjask. At first I was thinking of Shedinja, and I was convincing myself I had to use a super effective move against it, but realizing now that it's a Ninjask, that's kind of stupid of me, and I could have just gone for a heavy slam here, killed it right away. I go for a curse because I knew it was going to protect, and it should have baton passed right here. Instead it got real greedy, and I switched into Conch the Cloyster for the Rock Blast, times 4, super effective. And here is where he messes up real bad, stays in here after getting so greedy. He should have just counted his losses and switched into Metagross and hoped for the best, or just baton passed, hope for the best right then. Rock Blast kills it, no problem. He's gonna go into does he go into Metagross? Does he just forfeit? I can't remember. I think he just forfeits. Okay, well that was a short battle, so let's get another one up on the block for you guys. Gonna try out this team again, because I do think this is a lot better than the last team I made. The last team I kind of just threw together. I put some thought into this one, I guess you could say, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go in the Sableye here, because that prankster ability, and I just have all moves for it. Confuse, Ray, Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, and Taunt. I go for the Willow here, but I do actually end up missing, which I hate when that happens. So I'm gonna go for it again, because he gets a Meteor Mash off, which increases his attack, so I better get the burn to bring that down. So I get the burn, nice residual damage. I believe I go in the Goodra here to get the flamethrower. I didn't remember right then if Metagross is more physically or specially defensive, and I decided to play it safe and go for my special defense, or my special attacker, and also special wall, because Drips can just do so much. I'm still kind of surprised that it's in the UU tier now, but I guess with all the fairies hogging OU, I'm not complaining because it's in my favorite tier. Go for the Ice Beam here against the ground Psychic Claydol. You don't really see Claydol that often, but I know what's it on Light Clay, both screens. I get the freeze off on this, which I feel kind of bad whenever I get the freeze, because it's technically 10% chance, but it's more like a 0.5% chance. It never really happens, and when it does happen to me, I get real angry. And when it happens to my opponent, I've won a couple matches with the freeze, but I do feel kind of cheap for doing it. I go for the Sludge Bomb here, because I wanted to get the poison off. I don't know what I was thinking, because I do run Zangoose and in U tier, and you can get it immunity with a nice Toxic Orb, or give it a Toxic Boost, which I really love doing, which just makes Facade, which I think that's what he's doing right there, makes Facade just crazy. Luckily, this Goodra I'm actually running Gooey, so he gets the minus speed, but that doesn't really matter anyways, because Agron is slow. I'm running the Tank Agron build, not my build, but I love this build the most. You get a nice curse up, and then you can just take physical hits all day, every day. The filter ability on Agron is just beautiful. I love it. Super effective moves, do 1/3 less damage, and it's just awesome. Especially here, trying to go for that Fire Punch one that do like 3%. It's just, I love Agron. I guess you guys can tell. But let's see, who does he go out into right now? I believe he goes into Toxic Croak. I do believe that is who he goes out into. Let's just see. Yep, he goes for the Toxic Croak. I'm just gonna go for the Heavy Slam. Nice stab, and he goes for the Fake Out. Doesn't do anything. Gonna go for the stab. Heavy Slam here. Love Heavy Slam. Pokemon can have two abilities. You give it Filter and its hidden Aggron's hidden ability, which doubles its weight. Heavy Slam would just destroy people. Let's see. I guess you can run your regular Aggron with that, and then have a nice Heavy Slam right there. Goes into the Swampert. I make a mistake here, but I'm so far ahead I can kind of live from this mistake. I decided to go for the Heavy Slam here, even though it's resisted, because I was like, it's Stab. I should have gone for the Earthquake, since it is not resisted from him, and it would have been a 2-hit KO. But nope, I made my mistake. I leave though, because I know he's going for another Earthquake. I go into FTW, the Cropat, and I'm going to go for the U-turn here. It doesn't kill, so I go into my Cloyster, and I actually didn't predict that, because I don't run Swamperts. I didn't know they ran Ice Punch, but I kind of made an amazing play there, because not only does Cloyster have that is it 180 or 140? I think it's 140. 180 would be kind of crazy. Defense. And he also ×4 resists that, so I made an amazing play. He has Flygon, which unfortunately is Ground Dragon, and I'm just going to go for the Icicle Spear to get the priority, and it's going to do enough. It's ×4, and I am an adamant Cloyster right now. He goes for the Outrage. Unfortunately, I live for him, and he's Life Orb, and he just takes himself out there, so we'll get another one for you right now. This will be the last one today for this team. So far, I am really liking this team. I might start using it more often. I'm going to go for the Sableye, because it's just nice to deal with anything. Right now the guy is, I remember this, he was freaking out, wondering why Goodra was in UU and not OU, and the only thing I can really think of is all those fairy types. Got Mawile, especially with huge power or pure power. Pure power is nice. With huge power, it's just, that would just destroy. A nice play rough would destroy Goodra. Even full defense, Mawile, Mega Mawile is pretty broken. Here I go for the Confuse Ray. I was expecting the Fake Out, which is why I went for the Confuse Ray. But this is, I doubt he's running a special. He's probably running a mixed set, and he goes for the Fire Blast. But I get the Toxic off, just get some residual damage out on there, and he's confused. So now I'll go into my Special Wall Goodra. Yeah, I go into my Special Wall Goodra. Don't go into Cloyster. Go into Special Wall. You don't need to go into Aggron either. Special Wall Goodra. I go for the Dragon Pulse. He doesn't have a Fairy type, but so I'm pretty sure he goes into Empoleon here, which is why I didn't go for the Sludge Bomb, because I knew that he was going to go into Empoleon, predicting that, or the Dragon Pulse, because Steel does resist. Now, if Goodra can get access to Earth Power, that would be pretty nice, but it cannot. So I go into the Aggron here. His Empoleon's not running Air Balloon, which I normally see on Empoleons, I do believe. He goes into Raikou for some reason, and I don't know why he does this, because he should have expected the Earthquake. But he has the Aura Spear, and he lands the Aura Spear. I never get that lucky. Oh no, it's Aura Spear. I'm thinking of Focus Blast. Focus Blast, I never get lucky on. But I go into the Earthquake here. He misses the Fire Blast, which was great for me, bad for him. That's why I normally run Flamethrower instead. Starmie, though, I don't really have anything for this Starmie right now. I have, I got, 2 Pokemon with U-turn, I guess I could deal with it. But I don't have any electric or grass type moves. Maybe I should fix that with this team. So I go in the Crobat, hoping to get the U-turn. But Starmie, I don't know what Starmie's speed is, but it outspeeds the 130 Crobat. Even though I'm not actually invested in speed, so maybe that's why. I was just going for attack and HP to get that roost up. And now I believe I go out into... Don't I have Goodra still alive? I go into Goodra, yeah. I go to Goodra, and I believe I go for the Dragon Pulse just to get the stab. And even if he goes back into Empoleon, it'll still do a hefty amount of damage. He goes for the Ice Beam here, which, even though it's super effective, doesn't really do much. Then he does something I found weird. He goes to the Hydro Pump. Yeah, it's stab for him, but I resist that, so it's not going to do nearly enough. And he doesn't have any physical attackers, so Gudra really puts in work this time. I'm starting to love Gudra more and more, and I'm probably going to start using Drips as my special wall. I used to run Florges pretty much the entire time, but I am really loving Gudra lately. It packs a lot of power, and Assault Vest Gudra, you can live for days. I go for the neutral flamethrower here because I don't have anything else to use. I do get the burn on him, residual damage. I go out into my Conch Cloister just to get the ice shard because it's at 4%, so it's no way it's gonna live this, even if it's neutral. I'm adamant, invested in attack. He's not gonna live this. It's stab, and even if he switched out, you would only get to use Empoleon's Death Fodder later, and that Stealth Rock on the field, it's always good to get something on your opponent's side of the field, just do a little bit of damage. He goes out in the Porygon 2 here. I believe I go for the Icicle Spear because I am skill linked, and I didn't want to go for the Shell Smash because I was predicting that a lot of them were on Discharge or Thunderbolt in Porygon 2, so I didn't want to predict that. He goes for the Tri-Attack. I live at 1%. I go here hoping for some crits. I actually do end up getting 2 crits. If I had got the 3rd crit, I would have won this earlier. He gets to recover. I'm going for the Icicle Spear once again. Here I go. 5 up with the skill link. Does not kill because I can't get the crit. He goes for the Tri-Attack this time. If he kept on going for the recover, I don't know how this would have ended for him. But now I have Dozer. I'm Choice Scarf, so I'm just going to lock into Flare Blitz because I know he has Celebi next on his team. Super effective stab. This is going to be real nice. I love Sheer Force Dozer. Sheer Force Dozer. Here he goes. Going to get the Flare Blitz. One-shot it. Dozer is meant for that late game sweep. Okay, there you go. There are 3 quick battles for you of this new team. Hope you guys enjoyed. TJ here. Goodbye.